Greeted all independent people across the world. My name is King Gottwald Peter. I invited you for a new declaration for Association Connect and the Federalization because we are together, Global Independent States Network of the more than the 500 new states as a power of the 2 times dominant democracy of the world polity and their states. We are together can use a new prosecutor office for the active organizing connection between all parties in the federal membership, and therefore we are as a unity of the more than 1 million people around the world, and this is one of the most biggest nations in the time of the making. New pride for you and your people, and rapid progress on the real level of the government. All power, the nation of the 1 million people, we can immediately activate new federal army which has the power of 100 million soldiers as the most biggest army in the today world. We have our own territories. Our territories is protected by the international law and the security needs for all states of the global security and the stability of the world order. We can united internationally as a global organized network or together in the territories of the Federation. We created the list of our people and the citizens. We created the list where is a contact for every commercial firm and the company or business institution of our members of the citizens and their own active partnership of the business and the commercial activity. We also the list of the business companies for our common strategical growth of the federal business infrastructure, and we can support all people on their financial increasement, the business growth, new partnership, and the properties which allow for all people new organized business network in global level as a first purpose of the strategy development. We are also starting the development of the new companies, and therefore we can develop our own jurisdiction, our civilization, and the federal state. We are together, stand as a legal government which have international political partnership and all open opportunity for partnership between international organizations. We immediately have obtained global political recognition on all political status of the government. Today is it also really true that we must face against the risk of the criminal opposition. Today in the world existed criminal governments which have the interest to blockade all kind of the opposition or competitive dominant development, and therefore such states stand against us because we is a global competition. The first step of the federation, we can together establish our office of the communication and confirm our federal assembly in the level of the more than 500 new nations across the world, and therefore we immediately in the such moment stand as the most powerful states as the United States of America, Russian Federation, Mexico, Brazil Federation, federal states in the world, and also with such international recognition or ratification and acknowledgement of the people in the whole world. Therefore, we drastically minimize the risk of our enemies, and no one state have interest to stand against us in the conflict or dispute. First off, we must establish the General Assembly of the Federation, which comprises all independent nations and the resistance communities in the whole world. Assembly active be the form of the preliminary statute for the Federal Congress, the Senate of the Federation, where centralize all representatives of all states of the Federation and develop the central policy of the Federation. The General Assembly origin in the strategical connection between our people in the Federation. All members and the party which have the interest to join the Federation must therefore establish their own state prosecutor office, the Ministry of the State. The Ministry of the State maintains and organizes contacts and active communication between all ministers of the state of every movement in the Assembly of the Federation. The Minister of the State is activated as a notary who registers, verifies, and receives or sends the legal documents of all federal communication. All communication is strategical for all centralization. The representative of the states, water, their partners, assistants, and the people in the political action for the development of your state. Establish a team is a party member of the General Assembly in the communication for the general and the federal government. General Assembly communicate on the conferences or also at the internet video communication as an internet online conference or with the private post system which have the function as a central correspondent box office which resend the letters for all states and the ministries of the Federation, prosecution office. First, our strategy is connect all NGOs, international NGOs, political parties, organizations, and the governments, all societies and strategical institutions in the whole world. We establish agreements on our partnership, treaties, and bilateral or multilateral contracts for the contact on the connection and co-organization with the interest of our legal protection and security partnership. Together, we are forcing all criminal states and the groups in our opposition. In the start, we use our business members for the consolidation of their commercial activity, and we promote the organized partnership in the site and the network of the Federation. The Federation centralizes our business sites and therefore give the better development opportunity for our business people and their development. Our strategy is to develop many new business companies and the corporations for the people in the Federation and our citizens. First development, consolidation of the active firms, production of the technologies for the mining, transport technologies, telecommunication and business commercial services activation as the first purpose of the development. We can start mining in the territory of the Federation. Together, we start mining in the international waters and asteroids and the planets in the cosmic space. We can produce all metals, gases, oils, any chemical materials absolutely rich. The energies is used for development of our own business sides of the Federation in the level of the tertiary and the secondary economies. We can develop our business and jurisdiction in the country of the Federation and the ships and the airplanes and the zones of the free space of the government of the Federation. General Assembly must also choose the generals of the security and therefore centralize all our military fronts, soldiers, police, security forces. We made the responsible database and the list of all our security members, and we activate all our operations and the administration of the security generals and in the synchronization with the declaration of the Statute of the Geneva Conventions, together with our respectability for the purpose of the United Nations Organization, the lab of the General Assembly and the Security Council. The security is activated for the defense against the belligerent or terrorist groups. We don't force the security power in the interest of the killing, genocide, displacement or violation of any people in foreign if it is not security need for us and under legal codes. The first security need, activation of the security system which monitor the fraud and the criminal abuses inside or party of the government. Trial Independent Security Commission, RISE, when two parties join in the Federation and their security services control one another and organize it for all between us. The controller is independent for the subject under the investigation, and all investigators must between us full with the unknown and not develop any friendship or partnership then on the Federal Code of the Service Conduct. First our step for our security guarantees, we establish secret factories in the international waters and in the universe, also in territories of the Federation. And we start production of the autonomous and manual space probes and the cannons, which we use strategically in interest on the global active security control and therefore better protection of our own people and our party alliances. Space orbital cannons is sent on the orbit of the Earth, and cannons can have a kinetic function, atmospheric or supermagnetic resistance function are available physical and mechanical systems which allow us to target and shoot a projectile which have a power for the destruction of the located area of our enemy. The space orbital cannons is an easy technology, and we can produce more than thousands of the cannons between the only one single day. And one single cannon can destroy area of the enemy military base, also which available opportunity in destruction of the continental area of the terrorist state. The position of our shot is from distances of the thousands of the kilometers from the our planet Earth or designated target point position. Our primary interest is the global security control of every movement and to eliminate all risk agent use. General Assembly came together freely meet, join, openly cooperate between the states and the nations, which should advance the risk and the people is protected. General Assembly developed geographic and the logistic of the available place in the world abroad, which allows us the federal territories, internationally open territories, or free space in the universe together in the interest for the development of the military bases and the secret military bases, which allow us the global strategical security positions and the growth of our dominance for the world security controlship. At the first moment, when the General Assembly is activated, we need also activate the ID's ministries and to develop their function. ID's government have more than 80 ministries, is the most advanced level of the government intelligence into today's world. For strategical centralization, I, King Gottwald, have a right to choose my official assistants as partners who are his origin between the members of your state and our connection. I also for the organized development and activation of the logistic of the Royal Council, together with the international communication as the head of the state. The General Assembly must also develop their strategies and strategical communication with the active cooperation in the lawyer teams, the lawyers who have the professional certification on international law and such practice and understanding. Right, you can stand in the Federation. Is your progress on the government level and the new horizon for your future. We welcome